public safety announcement. Oh, last one for the 2024 college football season. Boy, I tell you, to have a new coaching staff, a new head coach, and to go 9-3 and win the Iron Bowl, wasn't the season that we accustomed to. But just looking back over the season, winning 9 games with a new coach, it's a good season. But we all know the team underachieved this year. We know the team is, this team here is record is better than 9-3. This team should not be 9-3. Maybe, maybe lost one game. 11-1, I can see that. Maybe Tennessee, but we should have won that game too. There's no excuse. Alabama losing the way they did against Oklahoma. No excuse losing to Vanderbilt. But, the team has looked great at times and looked terrible at times. So, to go 9-3 for the first year, okay, new head coach, something we're not used to for the past 17 years with Nick Saban. So it is what it is. If we get in the playoff, we do. I'm okay with it. If we don't get in the playoff, I'm okay with that too. Do we deserve to get in the playoff? Well, if you be honest with you, who really deserved to be in the playoff besides the top 5 teams? And I don't even really put Georgia in that because Georgia should have lost against Georgia Tech, and wasn't for the referees, Georgia would have lost. But and they would have gave them their 3rd loss. So who knows? You know what I'm saying? But let me say this too, man. About the Auburn Tigers. Auburn don't have nothing to play for, guys. Auburn is a team that has one game on their schedule every single year, and that's the Super Bowl against Alabama Crimson Tide, and that's their big brother. That's the only game that Auburn Tiger has. They beat Texas A&M, stormed the field, and all that loop lie and all that. No big deal. But at the end of the day, they'll trade every win on their schedule just to beat Alabama, in which I don't blame them. That's the way they should feel. When your big brother's dominating in the state and always carry the state, always got to let y'all ride our coattail, ride Alabama coattail. You don't have nothing else to play for. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling y'all this for years. Auburn Tigers is a football team, a program, they fan base, they coaches. They don't play for national titles. It's different with Alabama. We expect to be in a national title to win it every single year, and that's just the way it is. But when Auburn's got a record like this, let me read you off your Auburn record for the last 10 years. I wrote them down here. This year, 5-7. The year before, 6-7. 5-7. 6-5. 9-4. 8-5. 10-4. 8-5. 7-6. It's no way that Alabama would ever have a 10-year run like this right here. That's just unacceptable in the state of Alabama, Auburn. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish in some kind of way they could take Auburn out the SEC and put Alabama State in their spot. At least Alabama State will have a better record than this right here. I bet Alabama State can go at least 6-6 each year. I take that over, 5-7, 6-7, 5-7, 6-5, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Auburn fired their coach last 2 years ago, hired this guy, which is a known hypocrite. This guy here, they hired this guy because Ole Miss fired this guy They fired Hugh Freeze because he was out there chasing prostitutes. I ain't making that up. That's why Ole Miss fired him. The man had 2 cell phones. I don't know what rapper wrote that song, 2 cell phones. It might have been Kevin Gates. One for the plug and one for the women in the street. You know what I'm saying? I think Kevin Gates wrote that song. But that's Hugh Freeze. You know what I'm saying? So Hugh Freeze was the kind of guy when he was at Ole Miss, he play football on Saturday. Saturday night, he would be out hunting them women in the street. And then on Sunday, he'd be in church with the Bible in his hand, telling everybody, to get right. That's the coach at Auburn. How can you respect a man like that? You just can't. And I just don't think nothing gonna come good of him. I think he's gonna be fired at Auburn. I really do. I think he's gonna lose another 5-6 ball games next year, and then they're gonna get this man out the state of Alabama. But if not, if they Auburn lose another 5 or 6 games next year, we might well just we need to start calling. We might well just put Auburn, count them in the state of Georgia, and just say West Georgia. Auburn is instead of Alabama, Auburn. It should be Auburn. I meant to say if it's Auburn, Alabama, it should be called Auburn, West Georgia. You know what I mean? They close to the Georgia line. We might well just say, hey man, y'all just pack your bags up and just go on over there to the state of Georgia, and then just say y'all from Georgia, because you don't say you from Alabama. You're embarrassing us. You're embarrassing. If when Alabama, as an Alabama fan, I can go all around the world and I can tell people that the Alabama Crimson Tide is my football team. They're gonna treat me like royalty. But if you an Auburn Tiger fan, and you go around the world and you tell these people that you from the state of Alabama, but you an Auburn fan, they gonna stone your ass to death. They gonna hit you with rocks. I'm telling you, baby, they gonna hit you with rocks. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Show them your driving license. Your driving license gonna have Alabama on it, but please don't tell them you root for Auburn Tigers. They gonna stone you. And that's what they do in these other countries. They line you up on a firing line and they throw rocks at you and hit you in your head. Don't do it. So other than that, man, I was pleased on winning the Iron Bowl this weekend. I actually wanted to put up more points on them, just to let them understand, when they come to Tuscaloosa, there's no fluky going on in Tuscaloosa. It's just football. But when you go to Jordan-Hare, it's always some flukiness. It's always some weird stuff. Nick Saban said it's haunted over there in Jordan-Hare, and I believe that. Auburn got 9 lives in Jordan-Hare. They got 17 rabbit foots up their ass in Jordan-Hare. But when you get them out of Jordan-Hare, they ain't nobody. They don't have that. They don't have them 9 lives. They don't have that rabbit foot. They don't have nothing. They didn't have that this weekend in Tuscaloosa. You know what I'm saying? You can't bring 9 live, rabbit foots, dead cats, chicken with the head cut off. None of that to Tuscaloosa. You got to bring football players and coaches and fans and get that ass beat in Tuscaloosa, because there ain't no flukiness going on in Tuscaloosa. You go to Auburn, you better you don't know what to expect. You just don't know what to expect, because them 9 lives, them rabbit foots, the chicken with the heads cut off, all that shit gonna get you at the end. Gonna get you. Last year we survived the 9 lives and the rabbit foot and the chicken head cut off. We survived all that last year on the last play of the game. Bryce Young went over there 2 years ago. He had to survive the 9 lives and the rabbit foot and all that other stuff that goes on in Jordan now. But that being said, man, here again, this team been losing for the past 17 years, and I don't understand why ain't nobody got tired of it yet. I just don't understand. I can't understand any Auburn fan getting behind that coach over there. Oh, you know what? If you're an Auburn fan, what you need to do is buy Hugh Freeze another cell phone. Because when he was in Ole Miss, he was winning more than 5 games, but he had 2 cell phones. Yeah, one for the football team and one for the women in the street. You know what I'm saying? But it feel good. But to move on and we in the play. I hope we in the playoff. But if we ain't in the playoff, we got a big bowl game to go play and finish, at least get to 10 wins this year. And Auburn fans will be sitting around the holidays. You know, when we get ready to play in the bowl game, they'll be sitting around with the eggnog and holding our nuts, hoping that we lose or something. Boy, I tell y'all, man, y'all knock it out, man. Why don't y'all close that shop over there? Come on over here and join us and help us win these national titles. Roll down Tide.